You did it. Congratulations, class of 2025. Woo! Well, listen, you worked hard for this, and here you are. You're looking good, and you're looking smart. We're all here today to celebrate your success. Now, by the very definition of success, you have achieved an amazing accomplishment. You set out to attain and now have earned an advanced degree in your field. According to the most recent census data, only 14.4% of the U.S. population, age 25 and older, have completed an advanced degree. Now, specifically, only 7.3% hold master's degrees, and only 1.4% of Americans hold doctorates. How about that? Yeah. You have most definitely surpassed most people's goals and reached success in your educational attainment. Now I'm going to let you sit with that for just a second. You have reached success. Success is an interesting term. Success encompasses a journey. Before it can be accomplished, we have to define what we're after. Success just isn't one size fits all. What is it we want? And once we decide, then we have to go for it, whatever the process is. So it's only in our completion of something we want, something we plan for, and then pursue, that we can be successful in reaching that goal. The value of our goals to us at any point in time may wax and wane, and may be measured differently by others judging their value. Success varies on personal values and how it is measured, and sometimes when it is at some time when it is pursued. Now, I became acutely aware of how uniquely success can be defined and measured when I was invited to my 10-year high school reunion in Pickens, South Carolina, just a few years ago. Thank you. Now, Pickens, South Carolina is a very small, beautiful country town at the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. When I was growing up, we had one blinking caution signal light in downtown Pickens that marked the turnaround spot for dragging Main Street on a Saturday night. My graduating class was small by most standards, fewer than 100 of us, but we were very tight. We knew one another, cared for one another, championed one another. It was a beautiful way to experience that time in my life. Now, by the time of our 10-year high school reunion, I was a doctoral student working on my dissertation at the University of Virginia. I was feeling pretty proud of myself. I could see my goal of reaching my educational success at that time in my life getting closer by the week. As I entered the Pickens County Country Club ballroom where my reunion was held, I saw my old friends, most of whom I had not seen in the past 10 years. Excitedly, we gave each other hugs and the update of our worlds. When I was asked about what I had been doing about my life, there was consistently an ordered effect to the questions being asked. Hey, now remember this was the South. Hey, do you have any children? Me, no. Oh, well that's too bad, but you're married, right? Again, I had to answer no. Oh, well what do you do? Well, I'm a graduate student. Uh-huh. Well, your hair looks great. Now, by any conventional measure of success in the South at that time, I had failed on an epic scale. I had no children, no spouse, and no job. But my friends were generous and found one success I could claim: my hair. My big, unruly Southern hair. presented that night in the full on South Carolina humidity. I had met with one definition of success. Now, my classmates had different goals for their success than I did at that time in our lives. Rightly so, their greatest achievements at that time were their families and their jobs. And those are two of the most important successes any of us could ever wish for. Happily, I too would later get to include having an awesome family and a meaningful job to my view of success. And for both my family and my job, I really did win the success lottery. But at that time, my aim for success was different. And my aim was personal, and not many people have that kind of aim. Remember, there's only about 14% of us. And my friends and I, at that moment, we just had different goals for success. And all of us at the Pickens County Country Club that hot summer night were fully invested in achieving them. Advanced degree earners of 2025, one of your major successes now is earning your advanced degree. And I hope it always makes the list of one of your most proud achievements. It is no small feat. You are one of the few who can make such a claim, and your success in earning it speaks volumes about your deep knowledge and expertise in your field, your perseverance and your focused dedication, your intellectual curiosity and your resilience and your purpose. You kept going, not because it was easy by any means, but because it was important. You did that. Thank you for what you're about to do in the world. But now, back to me, and back to my hair. Now, I realize that my big, unruly hair is one thing people tend to recognize about me before I even say a word. It's loud enough on its own. And most often, it has a mind of its own. And you know what? So does life. My hair doesn't just sit neatly on my head. No, it twists and turns and defies any expectation I have of it. Exactly like life. Some of you have meticulously planned your next steps. You know where you're headed, and that is fantastic. Others might feel like you're stepping into the unknown, unsure of the path ahead. Either way, here's the truth. No matter how much you plan, life, just like my curls, will surprise you. So instead of worrying about the unpredictability, I encourage you to embrace it. When opportunities pop up that seem a little messy, lean in. When challenges stretch you further than you imagined, rise up to meet them. When success arrives in ways you didn't expect, celebrate it wholeheartedly. Unruly hair, much like the road ahead, thrives on confidence. You can't fight it. Instead, you work with it. You own it. And graduates, that's how I want you to approach your future. You spent years learning, growing, and becoming the brilliant minds that are sitting here today. Now step into the world with all of that wild, wonderful energy that makes you, you. Go forth, take up your space, and let your presence be seen, recognized, and remembered, just like my curls. Congratulations, class of 2025. Your hair looks great.